Yes, 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 people. You already know what it is. Declan Rice, 97th minute winner for the Arsenal. Mr. Clutch. Declan Rice is already showing that he is one of these signings. You know what? He is the signing of the season. People were trying to talk about Maddison, this person, that person. He's showing that he is a game changer, a level raiser, and he's taking this team to continuous late minute winners. First, the Manchester United game. Now this game versus Luton. Now we did make it difficult for ourselves as David Raya conceded 2 sloppy goals and we conceded 3 goals away to Luton. And we know, you know what? You could look at that performance and say maybe you had some defensive issues. But I'm just looking at some freak situations. A corner situation not going well for us is not the rule. I'm not looking at that and saying, oh, we have deep issues defensively. Guess what? You're going to concede on the occasion. But when you have a goalkeeper slapping in 2 errors, it doesn't help. Then I'm going to look at the standout performances from today's game, guys. I thought there were some really key standout performances for Arsenal today versus Luton, and I don't think all of them are going to get spoken about. Of course, Declan Rice getting the game winner, Mr. Clutch performance. We love what Declan Rice brings to us on the pitch with his leadership and his game changing. But the thing that I'm also going to be looking at is Kai Havertz. Today, Kai Havertz had another great performance. Slapped in another goal. He's showing with his movements and everything else that he's looking like a good player. Not only on the ball, but off the ball and in the midfield. His link-up play with Jesus is immaculate. And Jesus has made the game so much easier for Kai Havertz. With him and his ability to float everywhere across the pitch, it opens up that space for Kai Havertz to come from deep and get into those dangerous areas and slap in the goals that he needs to. Martinelli, of course, coming off injured or some sort of precautionary substitution in the 64th minute for Trossard, but he also scored a goal. Bukayo Saka also got an assist for the Martinelli goal. But I felt like another person we need to speak about is Ben White. Ben White on that right side today stepped in, and we didn't miss Tomiyasu. Even though Tomiyasu has been amazing, Ben White comes in and he gets that assist for the second goal, and he's looking good too. So there's just some good performances all around. We're going to talk about everything. Plus, we got an update on Tomiyasu. I got my boys in the panel coming through. Let's get the show started. We got my guy Curran in the building, and we got Ursan in the house.
Let's go. Big up Egal every time. I'm just relieved, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think on paper we should breeze past Luton, but when you're in the midst of the game and it's 3-3, you take all what you can get. And it's just a massive relief that we're still top of the league with the 3 points.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna talk about the penalty in a bit, but yeah, you know what? I don't think it's just luck. I think you create your own luck. But yeah, Curran, what are you saying, bro? Talk to me.
Nah, man. I mean, look, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you don't win every game, like 3-0. Easy game. It is what it is. Like, obviously, we would have preferred a 4-0 breeze, but at the end of the day, when you think about how we won this game, we almost drew this game because of 2 errors from our goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Like legit, like even the first goal, like it was horrible keeping. I'm just annoyed at that. I'm annoyed at how we defended today, even though for the majority of that game we defended it quite well, and it was just moments. You can't let moments like that be taken advantage of. So yeah, I mean, look, obviously I'm gassed to see about with the winner and my guy pulling through again and doing all this stuff, and that's great. At the end of the day, to get out of this environment where Liverpool drew, let's not forget, Liverpool drew here, get 3 points, get out, and then head to Villa Park at the weekend. 5 points clear, maybe 2, however many points, depends on how results go tomorrow. If you can just get out of this Villa Park period, maybe up to this December run where it comes to Anfield, then we can get out to Anfield and still be in and around that top position, maybe a point off, just in and around there. If we can just keep composure, just keep going, then we can do something special this season. But for now, we're just going to have to take it one game at a time, make sure that we rest and recover well, because as you said, there's been a update on Tomiyasu as well. So if you see the amount of injuries we're going to have to deal with, it's going to be something we have to manage now, because if Tomiyasu's out for a while, we saw Walters on the bench today. I don't want him to have to start playing games. You know what I mean? Like, we have to really manage our defenders well, because we've only got, with Tomiyasu out, 5 or 6 defenders that can start. So we'll see. But gas to the winner and gas to get out of there and still be
Saliba at the back to another inexperienced centre back if one of those players get injured. So it's so frustrating having Tomiyasu injured again, because it brings back like how we feel about Partey. Partey's been out, but whenever they've been in, they've been absolutely quality. And I thought Tomiyasu would have been brilliant defensively against Luton. And we would have him at right back or left back would have avoided a couple of the goals because of how good he is in the air. But Ben White has to improve defensively, in my opinion. But offensively, we're not going to miss Tomiyasu as much, but defensively, in terms of winning the ball in the air, we definitely will miss his impact. Can you hear me? I can't hear
I can
you.
hear you. I can hear you. Yeah. I
Oh,
was
now
on
I can
mute.
hear you.
Karen, talk to me. You got anything else to say on Tomiyasu?
Look, I mean, he's a really good player, and he's someone that we're going to miss if he's not there. But the fact is he's not there, and it was always a priority going into this January window, especially with Tomiyasu having to go to the Asia Cup if he was going to go. I don't know if he's going to go now. Partey injured, so he can't go into right back either because he's deputized there a couple of times. So we're going to have to sign another defender. So it was always going to be a case before this window, and now it's even more apparent. I think maybe it's a blessing in disguise in some ways, because that added pressure into to making sure that we're a bit we have to manage till January now. That's the main thing. Get to January, keep it. This is meant to be him. This is meant to be the finished article, and getting it into his prime years as a keeper. So to say that his confidence, I don't care. Genuinely, he needs to step up. Like if you're the number one now, you have to accept that you have to live by the sword, die by the sword. And if you're going to make those claims, you have to make the claims for that corner. You can't be letting the ball under your body, stick a foot out, as most keepers do. Like, genuinely, it's not about, oh, I don't like Raya or I like Ramsdale. Look, Ramsdale has his own faults, but the fact is, when he was number one, he took the shit as the number one. He made sure that he tried to win people over, and I think Raya will have to do the same. So I just think that to talk about Raya now, I think I'm still kind of flabbergasted by the signing. I understand why, because of how build, and he wanted Ramsdale to be higher and to take a bit more risk in the build and be the central centre back and really be that +1 where we can basically get the ball out the back and get it through the lines. But if it's going to be a case where the man just can't reach the ball, or get the ball, let the ball under his body, then he's still a goalkeeper. You have to be able to be a goalkeeper first. So it's distressing. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to see what this does for us, because today he's not cost us a point. I think at Spurs, I think that the first goal, I think, was the mistake that he made, keeping the ball in. Why did he not just tap it out? And for the best defense in the league to have 5 errors to goal, I just think it's a bit odd. But it's just like I feel like this is what worries me, is the fact that, and not even worry, but like something that just I want to keep an eye on, is we're so good defensively, but when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Like, it's not something where it's like they keep us under pressure and they build up stuff and they have some nice movements in the final third or create a nice chance. It's literally just a mistake. That's the only way people score against us these days, because we've conceded 11 goals in the Premier League before this game, and to have 5 errors to goal, 50% of that to be just errors from ourselves.
Yeah, it is frustrating. It's very frustrating.
So, yeah.
No, I agree with you, because like I feel like in games, when an opposition attacks, I don't feel as nervous. But because when I could rely on Saliba or Gabriel to defend for their horses, and I thought him and those two and Declan Rice, they never gave their striker an opportunity whenever the ball came into the box, whenever they bar the set pieces. I thought those two defenders are like literally one of the best defensive duos in the Premier League, and it's
Yeah.
staggering at how many goals we've conceded from whether it be Zinchenko's mistakes, Ben White's mistakes, the goalkeeping errors, and it's kind of something we've got to be aware of. Maybe it's down. Is it down to complacency? Is it down to Arteta forcing, everyone to play a different style of play? Whereas you could tell Luton weren't interested in playing out from the back. Kaminsky wasn't looking for a pass to a centre back. They were just interested in hoofing the ball forward. So I understand that point, because it's like it's very frustrating, because we could have had easily, even some of the goals we conceded, down to some of the refereeing decisions, we could have had easily a couple more points on the board where, people won't have these agendas about our defenders.
I'm just going to say this. Errors leading to goals happen, but for us to have the most errors leading to goals and still have a solid defense, I'm just looking at that and I'm saying, are majority of those errors from the goalkeeper? Or am I
There's
tripping?
1 or 2 from the keeper, I would say. Or even 3, actually. 3 or 4.
Today he had 2 errors leading to goals, right?
Yeah,
but I don't know what time this screenshot was taken, though. Was this taken before his errors, after his errors? I don't
think this
know.
was after. I think I saw this after.
This must be after the 2 errors. So when you look at it, going into the game, we were not top of this list. But because we've had 2 today, we're now top of the list. This is an outlier. I don't think we can go by this and say, oh, look, we're top of this list. We only became top of this list today. So it is bad, but I'm going to just like dial it back a little bit, because I'm not going to say it's the end of the world. Yes, we've conceded 2 goals today to an error, and we've conceded some goals to errors in the past.
Yeah, I think this counts with the penalties we've conceded.
It's outside of the norm.
No, but the thing is, if you're talking
goals,
about the data, right? All the data, you look at our XG versus XGA, we're the second in the league with 1.06. So basically, the amount of XG we create versus the amount of XG we concede. So the difference between the two, we're second in the league to City. Our XG in terms of like the amount we create versus the amount we don't create is again same. The amount of shots we concede and the quality of shots we concede is one of the best in the league. Like every metric in terms of how we play the game of football is one of the best, if not the best, in the league. So it's not that it's. I don't want to talk about this game like it's sort of like, oh my god, we got done by a great Luton side. Look, we conceded some crappy goals, and I'm not doing the Lampard meme of 1 average goal. Blah, blah, blah. It's legit 2 errors from our keeper.
But look at this.
Yeah,
we've gone from 16th in big chances created to now 9th.
Yeah, I got created 5 chances today. So
we're going up. We're going up in that aspect.
But the thing is,
I feel like the big chances created sort of thing is a bit. I don't really like that stat. I don't really.
If any of you can define for me what a big chance is, then I'm more than happy to discuss it, because the big chance created metric is one of the most bullshit metrics on this in statistical analysis. Because like, I understand if you create a chance, if all chance is created, if someone creates a chance, right, that's fine. I understand that. But big chances, how do you differentiate between a chance and a big chance?
Yeah,
I don't know what that differentiation is. Is there a specific criteria?
You know what? I'm just gonna say one more thing. Do you guys give Raya an opportunity to? Ramsdale an opportunity after these kind of performances? Because some people are calling for Ramsdale after we conceded this goal, and I'm just saying we can't constantly keep changing the goalkeeper. I'm still sticking with Raya. I understand.
I don't even think Ramsdale's been that great when he has come in though. I thought he was really poor in goal against West Ham in the Carabao Cup, and I thought he was lucky not to concede against Brentford. In all honesty, I think both keepers have had a bit of a rough season at Arsenal this so far. Not even going to lie to you. And
fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like if I know for a fact Ramsdale would never have conceded from that set piece, because he never goes for that.
Those errors.
He'll never go for that cross. Do you get what I'm saying? He will wait until the header is made before he makes an action.
Let me ask you guys quickly on this, so we can just get by it quickly.
That
penalty
was a penalty.
or no penalty? What do you guys think?
Penalty, clear penalty. He's nearly took off a Gabriel shirt.
Karen, do you care, or you're like?
Look, Look, obviously we care, but the thing is, I'm done. Someone posted earlier, Garth Crooks talking about Arteta, like, oh, he's not being angry now they're winning, and I'm just like, good, keep our names in your mouth, keep the conversation going. I want that. I want the conversation to continue. Keep talking about the officials, because if you look at the Manchester derby and look at what Højlund did to Rodri, who barely touched him, and yet this is nothing. It doesn't make any sense. Like, he's got two arms on his arm, he's pulling him, but Højlund just like literally brushes past Rodri, he goes down, and it's a penalty. So it doesn't.
It's very inconsistent, and the problem is we don't get a chance to see what the VAR referees are doing and what they're thinking and what we can hear. We just hear them from the commentator's point of view, what's happening, of the referee giving it or not. For me, Gabriel has been very untreated. He's been treated unfairly by a lot of the referees. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. If you know the way we conceded the goal against Newcastle, and then that incident, he's more than obliged to feel hard done by in that situation. I think it is a penalty, because if you say it's not a contact, then why is his shirt nearly coming off? Do you get what I'm saying? I think you can't just pull the shirt for that amount of time.
What about Saka getting taken out in the play?
That one I'm not as like. I still think it's a penalty, but like the screenshot makes it look worse than it is. I feel
he literally took him out.
Yeah, he runs into him, but the thing is, we played on. We sort of played on as if it. But I think that's a penalty. If that's anywhere else on the pitch, it's a foul.
Yeah, no,
anywhere else
as well. But I think the other one is more blatant, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. But this is what annoys me.
We can't say we were robbed because we still won the game.
No, we weren't. But it's yet again another game where, away from home, the referee hasn't helped us, where the foul should have happened, or whether we should have got a penalty or an offside that never happened. It's yet again another away game where we feel sort of done by a refereeing decision. And it's getting frustrating. Like Everton away with the offside goal, apparently, or with the foul, but the red card that Tomiyasu received against Crystal Palace, you know, the goal against Newcastle scored, the penalty the handball the handball that literally was never a handball was Saliba, and it's just frustrating, because it's like, okay, cool, the idea is Luton are doing well, you don't want to change the game and whatever, but it's bullshit, you know. It's getting frustrating, you know. Kovacic with a foul against Arsenal, you know, the 2 yellow cards that will never happen. Cole Palmer with a couple fouls against us away from home, you know. It just feels weird that we just treated like,
yo guys, Arteta got suspended.
Yeah, for celebrating. It's weird.
Are you serious?
You got celebrated for jumping on the pitch. All right, cool. You're not allowed to jump on the pitch.
Mikel Arteta is booked during the late goal celebration as a third booking of the season, meaning he will be suspended from the touchline versus Aston Villa. Hilarious. I thought this was a prank.
Does that mean he won't get a touchline ban given to him again after Liverpool or something? Because I don't get it.
No, they're still disputing that. I don't know why.
He's still going to get another touchline ban.
I don't know why they haven't dealt with the touchline ban and given it to him in the first. Why are they waiting to give it to him for Liverpool? I feel like it's an absolute stupidity. I feel like they're just trying to take the passion away from managers and expect them to be professional when they're human beings. Arteta has every right to be celebrating every game, you know, every goal he's got. It's like,
should he be getting a yellow card?
No,
going on the pitch?
no.
I think that's cool, right?
He's passionate. It's like with Mourinho running over to the. It's like with De Zerbi doing a knee slide against us. That's not a yellow card offence. It's like with Klopp against Everton when they won 1-0. The ball just falls into Origi's head. All of a sudden you see Klopp running towards Alisson. That's not a yellow card offence. Yeah, sure, he shouldn't be on the pitch, but the guy's enjoying life. Like, we're celebrating a win. We're in the title race. I don't know why we have to be so conservative. Even with Gary O'Neill, when he talks about referees, he should be treated differently. I feel like...
Let's be honest. We know they're out to get Arteta because of the heavy criticism that he had to referees. They don't like him.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like anybody that speaks about referees these days, they get criticised by whether it's by... I feel like we get treated differently, whereas a guy could sit there with an Australian accent who's never played in the Premier League or managed in the Premier before, sit there to get on with the game, mate, and kangaroos and cars and everything's all right. No, because when they get shagged themselves, they're going to be angry. So
honestly, it's actually crazy that Mikel Arteta is going to get a touchline ban versus Aston Villa, and he's still expected to get another touchline ban for his rant versus Newcastle.
Yeah, but like you can't run on the pitch, and that's what he did. But at the same time, it's like,
let's see what Curran has to say on this. Curran, what do you got to say on this, man?
I don't know what you guys expect, to be honest, at this point. Genuinely, we can't do anything outside. Like, if something is going to go wrong against us, they're going to make it go wrong against us. Just let it happen, because we can complain all we want, and I do want us to complain. I want us to complain bitterly, because if you don't fight, you don't get anything. And I think that's what's happening with the Newcastle incident, is that we as a club are fighting that whatever their punishment they are going to put on Mikel. I think they were doing that tooth and nail. So I think the club, but the thing is, as fans, I don't know why we're even surprised. Like, even if like the thing is, he was like, if you watch what happened, he barely touched the pitch. And the pitch is so close to the stand, and it's a small pitch. It's not like he's got he's run to Alisson. You've seen Klopp run to Alisson.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
So it's not like it's that. So I'm not surprised, but I'm still like, okay, fine. I mean, we're gonna have to go with Stovenberg to Villa, which is gonna be a fun game. So it's things like this that make sure that this Declan Rice winner is so important. Getting the late winners, because games like Villa without our manager on the touchline, like, genuinely, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough as hell. So those 2 points we just picked up today are going to be so crucial going forward.
I agree.
It's definitely going to be crucial. And I'm just looking at this whole situation. I'm saying to myself, I thought this was an April Fool's prank or something like that. I know it's not April, but this is something that you feel like would be a prank. Like, I couldn't believe it that this was actually what happened. Mikel Arteta is obviously it's safe to say that Arsenal is going to be treated harsh because of the words that he had for the referees. And at this point, he's going to have to be extra cautious, or else they're going to throw the book at him every chance that they get.
Wait, let me ask you this. Wasn't, with Pochettino, after he ran up to the referee in the game against, I think it was Man City, I think he was given a little ban as well, and a fan, I think, for the last game. I'm not sure.
I never seen a ban.
I feel like maybe I'll have a look after, and I'll see, but I do feel like Arteta does get treated differently. I do feel like Arsenal as a club gets treated differently by the media and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, our fans should be entitled to celebrate how they want to celebrate. And, Arteta, whether he was on the pitch for that long, it might have been very brief. And, yeah, at the same time, I look at us and I feel like they want Arsenal to react. They want the fans to react. Whether it's in the media or refereeing decisions, I feel like it's just becoming a bit of a circus.
Talk to me about Kiwior, though, guys. What do you guys think about Kiwior? I thought Kiwior was not like.
I think it was decent. I don't think it was anything.
What?
Anything. I think it was decent. I think Zinchenko.
He didn't stand out for me. I don't know why people are being so harsh in the comments saying he was trash or we should send him on loan. I don't think he was.
I don't know what he did for people to get mad at. So I think that he had.
He's not Zinchenko. Don't expect the same as.
I thought he was average, to be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I thought he was.
No, I think he was average as well, but he wasn't letting the ball run past him. He wasn't getting done a lot. It's not like they were running up and down past him. I mean, I'll check it now.
Yeah.
To just to see how many times he was dribbled past, because I've got it in front of me. But genuinely, I don't think he was that bad. So I
think I
want to know, what do people expect from Kiwior? Because Kiwior, at the end of the day, he's a center back that was playing in left back. His job.
No, he's played left back.
Yeah, he plays left back for Poland.
No, he's played left back before. I'm not excusing him like he's playing out of position. I'm just saying.
No, but he wasn't dribble past.
He done all right. I felt like he done okay defensively. I think one thing I'll say is that We were relying on Ben White offensively today. Like normally we rely on Zinchenko offensively with Ben White staying back a little bit unless he doesn't overlap or Tomiyasu. But this time we relied on Kiwior as the left-sided centre back with Gabriel and Saliba in the back three when we were attacking. However, I felt like Kiwior didn't add anything to the passing ranges in
Yeah,
terms
no,
of
100%.
I think the
I don't
reason
think
why
he's
he put
been-
KVR out there was because he wanted extra solidity on that left side, no?
Yeah, for sure. And that's 100% why.
what's that noise?
I don't hear anything.
I think it's from your mic, Egal.
There's a noise?
What?
Look,
Can you hear me clearly? No?
it's still making
No,
that noise.
Corinne?
I can't hear anything, but
No, it's just you, bro. Just I don't hear anything from my end.
if
But
anyone in
yeah.
the comments, do you hear stuff?
Do me a
Or-
favor, guys. Anyone in the comments, let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. If there's any issues with the audio, let me know. And also, while you guys are doing that, hit that like button. So yeah, let's
can't hear a word.
Let's
I
move
literally
on
can't hear a
from
word.
let's move on from KVR. I'm not going to get into the defenders. Let's get into some of the goal scorers. We'll save Declan Rice for later. Let's go to Kai Havertz. What do we think of Kai Havertz's performance? Because I thought he's growing into this role in that midfield. We spoke
Can
about
you
it last
guys hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Egal,
On Kai Havertz, I think he's improving game by game now.
Go first on this, bro.
No.
Corinne,
Let him
go
go for because I'll pull something up for you. Don't worry.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say he's just been improving game by game.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, Egal, I'm going to send you a tweet that I made because I think it shows up pretty much why he was so good. There was a lot of talk about Kai Havertz, especially in the summer. I was someone that personally didn't think it was the correct signing. I thought that I don't understand for the amount of money we're paying. I don't think that's the signing to make. When, for example, if you really wanted to make another midfield signing, you could have left Timber, who I still like, and I still think that it was fine, and left Havertz and got Caicedo instead. Like that money together would have got you Caicedo, and that would have been a crazy midfield. But that didn't happen, and at the end of the day, we ended with Havertz and we ended with Timber, and I love it. I love Timber. I hope he gets back soon. But today, it was more of like when he's confident, when he's feeling himself, when he's able to run, and that's why I sent you the tweet that because there's a graphic there from his days at Chelsea. His ability to stretch the last line creates space for so many people. So if you look at the Martinelli goal, his ability.
Where did you send the tweet, bro?
In the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you? Oh no, I should have said on Twitter.
I thought I was looking for it on Twitter. Anyways,
yeah,
continue.
no, sorry. But yeah, his ability to stretch the back line and his ability to basically push the line back to create space in the box is good. It's very, very good. It's just if you look at how the goal was created with the white cross.
I love Saliba.
Basically the space is created because of Kai basically putting defenders away, and the same happened with with both the goals. Kai's ability to pick the ball up deep in the first goal and distribute it wide when no one was doing that. No one was picking up the ball in the middle of the pitch. Everyone was too high or too low. There was no one in the middle of the pitch that was able to basically pick the ball up and distribute it, and that's how it happened. And this whole thing, this is what I wanted to bring up. Kai Havertz at Chelsea, his ability to run was never in dispute. He was always a great runner. His ability just to make the runs in behind or make runs to stretch the defense or pull defenders to either side, he was always someone that could do that very well. What Chelsea couldn't do is find someone ahead of him. He was the 9. So he was the one receiving crosses when he was meant to be making space for other people to receive crosses. So the space that he creates, he can't use that space because he's dragging his man with him. Someone else has to fill in that space. And that's what he did so well tonight. And that's what picked us up 3 points, because without that,
and that's why Jesus
two of the goals. Yet 2 of the goals we don't score, and the one he created, he read where the ball was going to be with Jesus and picked the space to get the goal. His ability to find and create space, not only for himself but for others, is what differentiates him from other signings we could have made. And that's
Yeah,
why, as a 10 in the middle of the pitch, or even as the left centre mid, as sort of a second striker role, or the right centre mid as a second striker role, higher up the pitch, being able to find pockets of space, find places where he can pick the ball, either the link, like he did for the Marseille goal against City, or find space for himself to score like he did tonight or against Brentford. That's what we bought him for. And it's not just he's not a great finisher at times. He can mess up chances, but his ability to find and create space inside the box, that's what's so crucial, and that's why he was signed. And
yeah,
that's what we're going to continue to use him for. So stop thinking about the position, what side. I like him on the right. I think he's better on the right. I think the game against Chelsea proved that he's better on the right. That cameo where he was taking the ball down, getting the ball into good spaces, getting into areas. He did very well. Today on the left, he did very well. So I'm hoping that maybe there's some freedom there, so they can swap sides. And because Odegaard today for the winner hit the cross from the left. They went to the corner, they reset the ball. Odegaard walked from right to left, got the ball, pinged it into Rice, and Rice headed it in. So if there's the ability for them to both switch sides, find the space, either front or back post, get the headers or get a knockdown or get someone else, he'll be fine. And
yeah.
he's starting to score goals now. So I'm happy. I don't know why people are upset to not see their signings and their team do well. Like, he may have come from Chelsea, but he's starting to score goals and he's starting to understand where his role is on the pitch.
Agendas are gone, my friend. I'm telling you right now. Now, I want to know the next person we're going to speak about is none other than the man himself, Declan Rice. And I want to know, describe Rice with one word. At this point, because this guy's the signing of the season, but that's multiple words.
Elite. He's up there.
Elite,
Elite, 100%.
What I said to people, it's nothing's changed. 2 years, nothing's changed. He's everything, man. He's the man. He's the one that leads on the pitch. He's the one that his switches today to Saka from the middle of the pitch. His ability to find him consistently, the ability to just play through the lines, get the ball, receive the ball, carry the ball. He's everything. He's our midfield. He covers so much space. He tackles the ball. He gets the ball back. He gets his head on winners. I mean, this everything that I thought we'd get. I thought we'd get this, and this is the guy we're getting. So long may it continue, and I'm just happy to have him here. That's the main thing.
Totally agree. I can't lie. He's just every time I watch him on the ball, I'm excited because he's gonna find like I never thought he was this good, and I always wanted him from West Ham, but some of the passes and the ball carrying he was doing was absolutely brilliant. But the interceptions he was making, the headers he wins, I think we might have one of the most all-rounded midfielders in the Premier League as of now. Like, the guy is just absolutely world class at this stage. He's made impacts in midfield. The composure he has on the ball is absolutely phenomenal. It makes these late runs into the box that makes an impact into the team like we saw today. The all-round passing is playmaker-esque. I couldn't think of a pass that he misplaced today. All the passes that were going, were going forward. He wasn't just, playing it side to side. He was always looking to go forward. And I think he alongside Odegaard and Havertz, has just been amazing. And he deserves it because he's like, this is his second winning goal. Like, he done it against Man United. He got us back into the game against Chelsea with a brilliant finish. He's making that impact, and there's not been a game where he's been a 6 out of 10, a 7 out of 10. Every game he's been 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And I'm surprised as to why he's not been nominated or known as a player of the season or the midfielder of the season so far. I think this guy is having a better season than Rodri, in all honesty. In my opinion.
I think Declan Rice right now if we go on to win this league, he has a case for player of the season.
Yeah,
And I don't
100%.
think that's the outside of the realm of possibility. He could be one of the first times we see a player who's not necessarily a goal scorer, but guess what? He is still contributing with goals and assists. It's just amazing what Declan Rice has done. And it's not just what he does on the impacting the game. It's the leadership also, the mentality to
Yeah,
keep pushing on. I know these things are cliches, but we see the difference in how the whole team just acts as a squad. And I don't know what we would have done if we didn't pull off this transfer, because this transfer has absolutely been a level raiser. This is why people spend that type of money. And to think a large portion of the fan base wanted Caicedo over him or wanted Basuma a couple years ago. Just this guy, man, he's just too good.
He's
I
honestly.
love his leadership. That's the one thing that stands out at the crowd for him, is his ability to handle himself with the,
He's an additional captain on the pitch every game.
yeah,
Somebody here
a
said
billion
Declan
percent.
Rice should be captain.
And
We don't need him to be captain. He's already basically the captain.
Yeah, and what I think about him is that he's so eager to learn under Arteta. He's so eager to learn how to improve, like the passing range, he has. Like, he wasn't showing that at West Ham. What we was knowing him for was winning the ball, playing it short, or bringing it into play, or having a long shot sometimes. But this guy has it all, and it's because of his attitude to the game. It's because of his attitude. He always wants to work hard, give 110%, because he sees himself as one of the best midfielders. He sees himself as he's the difference maker. He knows with the 100 million price tag that he can be even better. He knows he could be better. He knows how important he is for the team, and he relishes that. And the fact that he's not shy of it to prove people wrong, he's not shy to prove Arteta right. It goes a long way in terms of building the mentality that the players have. There's a lot of players that have improved at Arsenal, but this guy has made the biggest impact I've seen in the shortest period of time.
All right, let's quickly just touch on some of these names, not too long. First one is where's Martinelli's picture here? Martinelli got the goal. Honestly, the goal was as much Jesus and Saka's work. You can't really give Martinelli too much credit. I want to give a shout out to Jesus, quick thinking, and Saka, good movement to get the goal for Martinelli, and Martinelli get on the goal sheet. But the real person I wanted to speak about the most is Jesus. Jesus today to start off the game, I thought he was really good. I don't know.
I think he's one of the most underrated strikers in the Premier League.
He left the game with a goal, an assist, and the throw-in to Saka to get the opening goal. I think he was integral to almost everything that happened in this game, except for the fourth goal. Every single goal that went in, except for the final goal, he had a hand to play with it.
I agree. I think his footballing IQ, in my opinion, is one of the best in the Premier League in terms of knowing the awareness he has for the players and what to do when he has the ball. I feel like without him, if we had, we wouldn't have got the goals we did because of how much carnage this guy can cause on the ball. I think he's very underrated because everybody talks about getting a striker and puts a lot of talk. But I think if he stays injury free, the impact that he will make is he's going to blossom into an even better player that he was at Man City. And I thought he just caused defenses carnage that a lot of players wouldn't be able to do at a very physical side. The physicality on this guy with his agility and his balance is severely underrated. And I thought he was very clever with the goals, with the way he just brushed off that Luton defender to tee up Havertz. It's a very hard thing to do. And only a certain caliber of players can do that, and I thought he'd done that very well. And the link-up play with him and Havertz, it's starting to get better as they play. It's a very similar goal to how Havertz scored against Lons. Very similar with Jesus working on this, getting that ball into him, and I think he's made the impact that we paid the money for, and he looks very good. He wants to prove people wrong, and I love that.
Riz, big up Rizzy saying, Egal, when you doing call-ins, I can do call-in. I can probably do call-ins. It's gonna be difficult with the festive season, but I'm gonna try to get one in sooner than later. Just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, Curran, did you have anything to say on Gabriel before we move on?
he had a very good game. I think he held the ball up well. His ability just to turn men into space. I think that's one of his best attributes. Obviously, the assist, perfect example of that, and the goal he scored. I mean, how often do we actually see him score headers? It's an odd one, but he found the space and he got that header, and so fair enough to him. So he had a very good performance. I think he was decent. I think there were times where, as it is with Jesus, there's times where you want to pull your hair out with him, but there are times where there's moments of magic, and he can produce that when he's doing it. And I think having the Champions League group stage has actually helped him. I think having that ability just to go, because he loves playing the Champions League, having that, because he needs, like, because when he's not scoring goals, he doesn't score goals. Like he misses a lot of chances. So having that run in the Champions League where he can just bag 2 or bag 1 or just get one.
6 goal involvement in the last 5 appearances, by the way.
So exactly, and you're going to need this. And we saw this last season where players at one point or another took the initiative. Like there were times where Xhaka took the initiative, Odegaard took the initiative, Saka took the initiative. Players are going to have that. Players are going to have periods where they go on these runs. So to see that today and to continue seeing it, it's probably one of our best going forward performances of the season. I mean, all of the front 6 were involved in a goal or an assist. I mean, that's not happened, I think, so far. I mean, obviously, it's not going to happen very often. But yeah, very happy with them.
All right, let's keep it moving. Straight into player ratings. Hope everyone's doing well. Like the video. Big up Sean. Ray de Gooner saying, I don't see a striker that will fit Arteta's system as Jesus does. That might be true. Jesus link up with Havertz as well. Don't forget that. 100%. He does have a good link up with Havertz. Now, I'm just going to show you guys quickly some of the stuff.
Wait, can I ask you guys something, yeah? Before you switch it over.
1 second, bro. 1 second. So Mikel Arteta had his press conference, and obviously he spoke about the late winner and everything else. But I kind of wanted to touch on this one right here where he spoke about Raya quickly. Let me just play it. He said, we have defended better in the situations as a team. There's certain things that led to the goals. It's not about blaming. We have done it, and now we're not going to do it now. It is about how the team reacts, and that's because it's going to happen, and I love that response. He really took the whole blame away from Raya and just spoke about the team.
He protects his players, man. He's always done it.
That's why the players love him, and they will die for him on the pitch.
Yeah, and they also Tomiyasu's injury, and that's it. Really, nothing else really today on the post-match press conference.
I mean, you remember in the All or Nothing after Newcastle, he says to the players, "I will go. I will take all the shit. I will take it." He's always done that. He says, "There's nothing you can do anymore. I will take the shit for this," and he protects his players. He always will. And
okay. What do we rate Raya's performance out of 10?
3, 2, something like that.
I think he needs class up, man.
I give it a 3. I agree.
I think he's a 2, to be honest, because I think he's put the spotlight on himself with that performance, and I feel like
2 it is. 2 it is. What are we saying for Ben White? I thought Ben White was outstanding today. I think Ben White is one of the guys who deserves a shout out. His performance was solid, and he played well, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys.
I think I'll give him. I feel like giving him a 6/7 because, on one hand, I feel like he was fantastic going forward, but I look at that Barkley goal and I think Ben White doesn't cover himself in glory. He's got to take him out.
I'm willing to give him a 7 because I thought he had an integral part in the opening goal also. And it was good to see him perform.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel like defensively he's just some lapses a bit of concentration.
Tiebreaker, what do you think? 6 or 7?
I was gonna say 6. I'm not gonna lie. That was my first instinct, just because of that the Barkley goal for me.
Yeah.
Saliba.
9?
6?
No, not 9. 6. 6 or 7. 6, yeah.
I don't think he done anything wrong though. I don't think he did anything wrong, but I don't think he did
6 for
Great.
Gabriel.
Yeah, 6 for Gabriel as well.
Okay, I get that.
Kiwior gets
When
a
you can
5.
see 3 goals, I understand that.
Kiwior gets a 5.
Yeah,
5
I
and
get
6.
that. 5, yeah.
Rice gets an 8.5.
9.
No, 8.59 either way. I don't think it's that.
I think he's a 9 out of 10. The winning goal as well. It's the fact that he scored the winning goal. Like even if we didn't win the game, I'll still give him an 8 or a 7. To be fair.
Havertz gets an 8.
No, he gets a 9, man.
I agree.
No,
a 9.
no.
A 9 out of 10.
Man of the match
than a
gets
9.
the highest.
Yeah, and he was the man of the match for me. Like,
For me, Declan Rice or Jesus were the man of the match.
He basically created two of the goals and scored another one. Like for me, it's got to be.
So did Jesus.
He did, to be fair, Jesus.
Jesus did it as well, but Havertz played better than Jesus in this game for me. I don't know about you guys, but
so I'm willing to give him an 8.5.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I can hear it, but for me, that's a 9.
I think he's a 9, to be honest, with Havertz. I'll give Havertz a 9.
Odegaard 7.
Really lacking first half. Really came into his own second.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing is Odegaard doesn't take his shot unless it's with his left foot.
It's not about his
I think he
shot,
waits for the defender to move. He tries to psych out the defender what he's going to do, then make the shot. I've noticed that so many times with him where he can see it. And I think in that split second, he'll find a pass that's a better option than the shot. And I feel like Odegaard was a 3 out of 10 in the first half, but a 9 out of 10 in the second half. And I think some of the passes, he was unlucky not to get another assist.
But a big part of his game in the first half, he just kept shooting at will in the second half. And he kept getting opportunities, kept creating chances. I'll give it to him. He played better. But the reason why I'm giving him a 7, I don't think he was anywhere near the level of the other guys that I'm giving higher ratings to, simply put. 7.
I'll say 7. All right, 7.5.
Either way, it's fine.
Because he assisted the winning goal as well, to be fair. That was a moment of magic.
The thing is, you can't let that dictate how he was the entire game, though.
Saka, 7?
No, Saka, come on, man. 8 at least, yeah. The way he was moving against
the way he was moving in the first half, he was outstanding. I get it.
Yeah, I'd give him an 8 because the only way the Luton players stopped him was just by clarifying him to him, and that really he could have been injured. To be fair, he was down for a period.
Big up everyone clean sheet for Luton aren't for everyone. You know
Lewis,
what?
No.
Neither is scoring 4 goals at their ground.
Have you guys seen Lewis's video?
Oh my god, it was Lewis. That was the best reaction I've seen in a while. The amount of panels were up, and they were doing Luton shots, I swear. And then the goal goes in. Lewis loses it.
Bro, I have to show everybody. I have to show everybody this.
There it is, yeah.
This is it. Yeah, he saved
them a point. No fucking way. And where they go, I'm not.
I can say Kai Havertz saved them. Kai saved them a point.
Saved them a point.
He's hilarious.
No fucking way.
Fair play, Lewis.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Basmati Rice scores.
Kidding me.
No way did they score a 4th.
You are
they did.
Absolutely fucking.
Wow.
You're taking a fucking piss. There's no fucking way.
No,
There's like 5 seconds left.
Why the fuck are they? You know what the worst thing is? Oh no! You know what the fucking worst thing is? You're gonna get those fucking Brexit fucking Chelsea fans talk about how hard. I have to hear fucking Chelsea fans talk about how Rice, like how much of a leader Rice is because he scores and he's been dog shit.
What? He was dog shit.
No way, bro. He's my man of the match, man.
What are you talking about? He was dog shit. What?
Bro, he's been our best player by a mile this season, man.
Pour it out for the rivals who continue to cry every time we get late winners.
That's not. To be honest, if it was one of our rivals and they scored a last minute, that's not even crying. That's just a natural reaction. Crying would be a lot worse. I think this is.
Yeah.
Did you hear what James Maddison said?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I didn't. What did he say?
I'll show you in a second. Saka gets an 8. Martinelli gets a 7.5.
7.5.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jesus gets an 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Zinchenko came on. He was solid 7.
Yep. 7.5.
I think he was class when he came on, to be honest.
He was
7.5.
class. Yeah.
7.5. Trossard.
I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5.
No, man. He. I don't think. I think 6 is fine because 6 is average.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, 6 is fair. 6 is fair. I was hoping for. I want to see more.
The bonus rating is 105 million for Declan Rice.
Yeah, 105.
What do we give Arteta?
The changes
you know
made,
what?
Yeah.
I was surprised with him that he didn't bring on like Eddie and Ketty or any of the other players. He stuck with 2 substitutes, and I felt like he done okay throughout the whole thing with his tactics, with the idea of playing kiwior, with the idea of going with players that are, good in the air with kiwior or Havertz, Rice, and that Saliba, Gabriel that can win headers and that do well. I think he's a 7.5 or an 8 personally. I think he done all right.
Trossard has credit in the bank, but today was an off game. True. I think he wasn't as good as he normally is. Finally, is there anything else that we need to talk about? Do you guys think Ramsdale's going to be sold in January?
He won't get sold in January, no. Maybe in
I think he'll get sold if we get a goalkeeper in, personally. I think if we find a goalkeeper that can become as good as Ramsdale, I think we will let go of him.
It's like what Arteta said, though. It's exactly how Arteta said. He can't guarantee Ramsdale will be at the club. He can't guarantee he won't be at the club. Because
it depends on what happens.
It depends on the bids that come in. If there's another goalkeeper available that can come in as a backup. And there's a lot of things that come into context with these things. Like, so I don't know. I can't say definitively he'll stay, he'll go. He might stay, he might go.
Yeah.
I think personally, if you ask me what my thinking is going to be on the matter is, I think he goes in the summer if he goes. I don't think he stays. I don't think we go into Champions League knockouts, FA Cup, and the Premier League running with Raya and maybe a Okonkwo or something like this.
Finally, guys, the Premier League table. How wonderful is that?
Yeah. And
we're gonna win it, man. I said this last season when we bowled it against Southampton that we're gonna win the league because we needed. I've been thinking that way for ages that we're gonna go through that just to make us better and stronger. And the last minute goals we've been scoring, the determination.
How many points were we on last year after 15 games?
That was before the World Cup, innit? Because
I think we were on because. Remember, there was also the City game was cancelled because of the Queen as well. So it wasn't the same. I think it was like 39, 40, something like that. I want to say 40 because I remember. I don't know off the top of my head though, but something around there.
So we had the Man United loss and the Southampton draw. Is that it?
No, we had Man United. We had Man United. What? Where we dropped points?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because we only had 2 other defeats and that was in the Europa League and the Carabao Cup. That I remember. Yeah.
I can just check if you want. Premier League tables.
I'm looking at this right now. Even though we conceded 3 goals today, we still have one of the best defenses. It's crazy. And then, and then goal difference is still up there. Literally, only team that has better goal difference is Man City, and we're 5 points clear of Liverpool. If Liverpool somehow Liverpool are not going to drop points, but if Man City somehow drop points to Aston Villa, that just furthers the gap from Man City.
No, Liverpool are going to Sheffield United, or I can't remember if they're playing at home or away, but they've just hired a new manager. You never know what could happen. Let's see. I mean. To answer your question from before about the comparison to last season, after 15 games last year, we had 40 points, and the goal difference was 24. So, 13 games, won 1, lost 1. Whereas here it's 11-3 and lost 1. So 4 points difference.
Did James Maddison tweet it from his personal account?
I don't know where I can tell you what he said. I mean, he was just like, he's great in England training. I wish he didn't play for Arsenal.
To be fair, bearing in mind, the games we've played this season compared to last season.
We didn't play City at this point last season.
We didn't play City or Chelsea. Did we play Chelsea? We played Chelsea away. We played. Yeah,
I
we
don't
did
think
play
we played
City.
Chelsea away at this point. I think that was in
I found it.
maybe.
Here.
I don't know.
He said, I
Chelsea
hate
away.
that he plays for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Well, you should have come to Arsenal instead, Maddison. But there you go.
Because I remember we played who was it? We played Liverpool. We played United. We didn't play City, and we played Tottenham. But we hadn't played. I don't know if we played Chelsea yet. I think that was.
I think Chelsea was before Wolves. I think we won 1-0. I think that was in November.
Yeah, was that before the World Cup?
If I remember correctly, I think.
Yeah, it was before the World Cup. No, you're right. So yeah, we played Chelsea, Spurs, who else? United and Liverpool. And this run we played United, Chelsea, City, and Spurs.
Okay.
And we played Liverpool at home, and we played Chelsea away like this season. So I think the only difference is we play City at home this time, whereas last year we played Liverpool at home this time.
Fair.
Let me see if anybody wants to call in. But yo, guys, I'm just gonna ask you guys a simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me, or every game there's going to be a new narrative and people are just going to continue to flip-flop? Because today it's, you've conceded too many goals against Luton away. And then it's like, I agree. Conceding 3 goals away against Luton is not a good thing, but it's going to happen. And I think Luton Town is going to cause a lot of people problems in this league. And I don't think they realize that.
I mean, Liverpool got a draw against them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And look, the one thing I'll say is a lot of people are saying, you've nicked it. Right, we played Southampton at home last year. It was 3-3 going into extra time. We didn't nick it then, and we lost the league. This year, we weren't playing them at home. We played them away, 3-3, and we got the win. It shows growth, man. It shows that we're able to get these.
I agree.
We're able to grind out results, and all the bullshit we hear about how title-winning teams play badly and win results. It's now changed to it's not sustainable. It's funny how that works, isn't it? It's not like it's not like if this was City today, champions mentality. It's a champions mentality. That's what it is. It's a champions mentality. They've done it. They've done it before. They know how to do it. They're going to go on a streak and they're going to win everything.
I agree.
With us, it's unsustainable. They can't sustain it, despite us having the in terms of expected goal difference, the second in the league to City, one of the best, if not the best, defense in the league. Yet it's unsustainable because of what? Because you wish it's going to be unsustainable.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Typical. Look, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up Curran. Big up my guy Ursan for coming on.
Big up, man.
You guys already know where to catch them. Ursan's on YouTube now, also. What's your YouTube channel called, bro?
Mine, I think my YouTube is called Ursan Kayan, but my TikTok is called The Cannon Insider. Just recently hit 15K during the watch along today, so I'm buzzing with that.
So it's called Ursan Cannon?
Ursan Kayan, Kayin. I'll show you the link if you want to put it in the description.
I'm definitely gonna do that, and of course, ball over passion for my guy Curran, and we're out of here, people. I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it, and hopefully we beat Aston Villa the next time we see you guys. We're out of here, people. Love.
Come on.